Hello everybody, this is Crozen here, and today we will be building a automated farm on the server. It's gonna go here. I got this awesome shovel, so I decided I'll just clear a plot out for it. So we will be building it here. It'll just have some basic redstone logic. Um, we've got mushrooms, we've got cocoa beans, potatoes, carrots, wheat. I think that's just about it. Oh, pumpkins and a watermelon. So I will go ahead and build sort of a layout design sort of a dealio so it looks like it'll manage pretty well. Um, it'll be using source blocks and pistons to release the source blocks, so I get like a 64 block, and I'll get like 64 plus potatoes, wheat, and all that stuff. So I'll go ahead and get that built. I will return here pretty soon if I can get that built really quickly. Okay, so this is going to be a sort of food tray dealio. It'll be double-sided, so there's going to be none of these directly over here, over there. Each section will hold either wheat, carrots, or potatoes, and it'll all funnel down into a hole. They will all have their separate holes, I think. I'll just have the wheat one just funnel all the wheat and seeds down into here, and it'll all like fall down into a hole, and then it'll all shoot out somewhere like over here or something. And I'll either put pumpkins or watermelon over here, and it'll funnel into a hole that might go right here. All this stuff will funnel to another hole right here. And then same thing for pumpkins or watermelon, whichever one I do. That's Spider Jockey. Excuse me. My voice was being really vibraty, so it was like, what the hell? I'm going to be using like a wood plank finish. I don't know. I've been pretty preemptive about it and trying to think about what I want to do, but it's the other side. I might do some like detail under here. There's going to be pistons holding water all along these things. So I guess you could call it like a food tray in a way, but I think it's pretty funny. So there'll be pistons holding water all the way in the back of that, and the source blocks it won't be a source block here, so if it's tilled dirt, it won't get destroyed. So that's why the source blocks will be one block like out there. So when we turn the pistons on, or turn them off, I guess, because it'll be a inverted signal, so it'll constantly be on, and once it's off, it'll release the water and everything will be funneled down into here. For the mushrooms, I'm going to do that on top. I'm going to do like some sort of a black room sort of a dealio on top, and the mushrooms will just all funnel in here and they'll all fall. So I will get back to you when I have this first section completely done, like with both sides, and maybe have some pistons on if I get to it. So I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, so I built the entire thing. Looks pretty cool. Very satisfied with what it's come out with. I'm going to do like this dark wood sort of thing with glowstone, because I think it looks really nice. I thought it would look kind of terrible, but it actually looks pretty nice. When this is all tilled, it'll look better. I've got water source blocks underneath all these wooden rail block things. I just decided to put these here just so I can have an easy accessible place. I'm probably going to put walls here just because I can, I don't know. So pistons are going to be powered by the top railing around here. The signal is going to start from over there, and each one of these intervals there'll be a repeater repeating the signal. And over here I'm probably going to have another repeater repeat the signal to whatever farm I decide to put here. I'm thinking melons are going to go over there and pumpkins are going to go over there. It's going to be an interesting way to think about it. I'm going to be using a lot of sticky pistons with the melon pumpkin farm because I'm going to uproot them with just sticky pistons because there's a swamp biome over there and I get a ton of slime balls all the time, so that'll be interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and build all the pistons and install all of them along here and put all the water down. So I will return when I am done. Well, I'm out of cobblestone and the slime seemed to have gone through my portal, so I'm going to return back to my house. And so I'm just gonna show you around the Nether hub. We don't really have much in the Nether hub right now. Currently the place I just left is my house. I'll take you guys back and show you what's in it. There's not really that much quite yet, but we're just basically running through the Nether in the ceiling because it just seems like it's way easier to get through everything. We really haven't had many problems just doing this. So here's our Nether hub. Currently it's just the spawn portal and someone else's portal. 28 pops, and my other portal is all the way back here. I have two houses, but I decided I want to live by myself, so there's a whole bunch of people that are living in this portal. It's like 3 or 4, I think. It's about like maybe 1,000 blocks away from spawn. I think maybe 600 or so. It's about a 400 because the spawn's like over there, like a couple hundred blocks. Not quite too sure how far, but yeah. So I just need some cobblestone really. I didn't bring any with me. Thought I would have all of it. Got the music disc. You see my collection of music discs that I have accumulated over time. So yeah. There's not really that much in any of these farms. I mean there's 200 people that live over there. I'll just show you over here just to see what we've done. Built like this giant walkway thing just because we thought it would look cool. And it does. At Ender Pearls I'd show you a better picture of it maybe some other time. Yeah, there's not really much else out here. I'm not going to show you anybody's houses yet because not everyone has a house built. So I will do a grand tour eventually, maybe in the near future. I will be continuing my single player let's play. It's just this multiplayer thing has just been really I think it's been more fun because I can do more, and in single player it's alright. I've been debating whether or not I want to continue it because I have more fun playing multiplayer than I do single player, and I don't really do much in single player because everything in single player I've already done. So I think I might just continue doing a server let's play instead. I know I may have wasted some of my time on my single player let's play, but I don't really have much fun playing single player. I'd much rather be playing with other people than by myself. So, and this is my house. There's a ender chest right here. There's nothing up there. Plan on installing some rooms up there. And then my house comes out here. It's nighttime. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I was gonna install those pistons and put redstone up, so I will return when that's done. So I put all the stuff here. Ignore that. That's just happening because these 2 dirt blocks are here. But I put all the stuff here. Now for the moment of truth. I do not know if this is going to work. I'm pretty sure it will because I've played around with a lot of redstone for a long time. So turn them all off. All the water stops now not flowing. There we go. And it's raining, so that's fun. So now that we have this dealio set up, I'm going to have to build like a sort of elevator system to get all the way up because right now the one I'm currently using doesn't work out for me. Sucks a lot. So I'm probably just going to put like a pathway or ladders up there so I can get up there. It'll be easy. For now, I just have to manually block walk over and turn it off. But that'll be easy, so. I'll just have a super inverted switch, because it'll just be less redstone, which means less trouble, which means easy. It'll be very easy. Inversion. Do another inversion. One last one. Let's make a lever, just so this won't get messy. Then it turns. There we go. So it's inverted. When I flip the lever, it will launch the water, killing all, or not killing all the crops, but using up all the crops. I'm probably gonna move this just so it won't be in the way of the other farm. So, I mean, this is gonna be here. I might have like a redstone line that just goes all the way around here. And Enderman's flipping shit as usual, but that looks pretty good. So, I'll keep that. I'm gonna add an inverter or a line. Oh shit. Okay, well, I didn't see that coming. Could have been bad. I've trucked a lot of creepers in this hole. I don't know why I didn't remember it was there. I'm just gonna put a redstone line down here, and I'm probably gonna have it go all the way to where I'm gonna have all the items funnel to, so then when I do get all my items, I can just turn it off from there, and then just go back and replant everything. Now for the mushrooms, I'm gonna have a safety switch, so it's gonna be a little bit delayed. So it's going to close off all the light to the mushrooms. It's gonna turn all these lights on, and then a whole bunch of pistons are gonna open up and release a whole bunch of water. Not quite too sure if it's gonna work, but it should. So it's just gonna take a while for it to work. Let's just see if we can get that done. But I'm gonna put a switch down here and get all the funnels ready, so then we can maybe try it out and see if it works with the funnels. And I'll put a ladder up here and probably do it over here so I can get up here and work on all this stuff. So I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so I have a switch set up. I basically press it and it inverts the signal, and it will then release the pistons, causing all the water to flow. I kind of didn't put a ladder up yet. I plan on doing it, and then I started working on this end over here. I just wanted to play around with the design and see what I could do to make it good, because I want it to be functional and I don't want it to suck. So that's why I've been mostly trying to get that to work. I can just put a piece of wood all the way along here. I want it to be linear, so I want it to be the same, just so it doesn't look like or parallel, as I should say it. So I'm just gonna. This is a really easy task. It's another inversion switch. Just need to add redstone and then 2 more repeaters, I think, and then I can get that to work. But I would delay this one a couple ticks, and then I would just fire those ones off first. So there's not a really easy way to set your signal to go off down below really easily. So I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of repeaters here and redstone torches all along here. I could probably do it with the redstone, but there's water up here, and I want to make sure that the redstone doesn't get covered in water. That will be water, and there will be a line of redstone just going across here, powering these. So then when I would release it, it would release the bottom ones first, then it would release the top ones. But this one right here, that'll be inverted. So I'll just put a redstone torch there. Just put a whole redstone here. there'll be, I'll build some repeaters and put them there. They probably won't be inverted like that. They'll probably be inverted a different way, just to make it easy. So that'll be I'll go ahead and do that. Now, okay, everybody, I'm back. I had a couple issues with my computer, so I would have uploaded this a while later, but I just basically had a bunch of wireless problems. My computer was lagging the crap and I couldn't record. But basically, I finished this. I still need to do the upper layer for the mushrooms and all that. This is making watermelons. I put the glowstone here just because when you extend the pistons upward, it'll leave no light in there for the watermelon stems to keep growing things, so you want to make sure that doesn't happen so they don't get uprooted by there not being any light. Did the same thing over here. And then tilled all the soil, and then added carrots, potatoes, wheat, watermelons, pumpkins. I will eventually be doing I will be putting a mushroom farm on top here. I think I might do a cactus farm too, but that will just be like an ongoing thing. It'll just constantly be going. And yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. So I had a driver failure, and I had to go uninstall it and go get the latest one because Windows 7 was just being annoying. Say like, hey, there's no good drivers or new ones for the current one you have. So then I installed that, and here I am. So I've also made this tree farm just because I was using a lot of wood, and I have like a couple stacks. So right now we're gonna decorate this thing to crap. I was asleep during the New Year, so today is the first day of 2013. I think that's kind of strange because 2012 was like insane. I think I'm putting these oak log posts here on the edges just because I thought it would look really cool. Doesn't look half bad. I'm going to remove this though. This is the redstone for the turning on the switch. I just covered all of it because I don't feel like having to recreate all of it. Every time some water just gets misplaced and just goes berserk. Just putting it here. I'm probably going to cover this up too. I was thinking about it, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. This thing's going to look really bizarre. I'm probably going to adjust the control switch because it makes this thing off. This one over here off by one block, and pretty sure I could just move it over a whole bunch, but I'll just have to play with it a while. But that's pretty much what this thing is going to look like. I'm going to cover down here, I think. I actually put posts just because it just seems this shouldn't be able to hold itself up. Just to see if it looks interesting. I like that. It looks kind of weird, but it's mostly just because I've been busy and I don't really know what to do with it, but I like it, so I'll keep it. I've been hopping around this thing like mad. I do have feather falling free boots on. I got that from one of the new dungeons, because you can get the enchanting books from like, you know what, I'll throw that on a pair of iron boots because I don't care. I had levels to spare. Yeah, that's how this thing's going. I just wanted to wait for everything to grow so then I can launch it and then replant everything to make sure it's at maximum amount of awesomeness it usually is. So I made sure all the redstone wouldn't get washed away by the water. I'm still not too sure about the seeds, so I'm going to have to play around with that and wait for everything to drop in. And I know for a fact that this tilled soil will not get destroyed because of this. It's not supposed to be there. It won't get destroyed by the water because there's no block sitting on there technically. If it's a source block of water though, that's a different story. It'll totally destroy it because it's considered a block. So that's what I've been up to. I basically fixed this thing. And I was thinking about starting another series. I know this is like series after series after series I'm starting. But I'm gonna finish recording this episode, do a little single player let's play, and then I think I might throw something else out there. It's really fun. I played around with it. I thought it was pretty cool, so I was thinking about doing a small let's play on it that might eventually turn into a really long one because it's a fun game. It's Minecraft obviously, but it's just like, what can I do? But you'll see. It'll be fun. Just keep wanting people to watch it. But yeah, I'm not quite too sure what else I'm gonna do with this. It's probably gonna turn into like some huge town. I was thinking about just having like this bay area over here, because all the way over here, sprinting or not, I couldn't tell. This is like a strange bay. I think it'd look pretty cool. Put a lighthouse over here. Just have like a bridge over to the other side, and it's raining. But I think it looks pretty cool. There's a world hole over there. There's chickens and cows and everything. No, not cows, pigs. That's what they're called. But if I could, I would transfer a whole bunch of villagers over here, and I'd make this like a super big town, and I would light up the entire area, and it would look amazing. But you can see my huge farm pretty much anywhere. So, yep. Okay, creepers can spawn. That's totally fine. They might have already been there and I didn't notice them, but that's strange. I'm also gonna build a giant reed farm, so then when we want some reeds, we can just go and just totally destroy all of them. I have a whole bunch of lily pads in the swamp over there still. We can go investigate and get a whole bunch of lily pads. So that'll be interesting. And for the server though, I've been having some issues with it, but it's been running pretty good. Our world file is over like 200 megabytes. I'm like, damn, that's so big. It's pretty big. I was really surprised how big it got. This is the swamp over here. I didn't know mobs can spawn in the rain, or if they aren't spawning, they're just staying there because the fire is being put out because of the water. It's thunderstorm. But that'll just be the way it is because it's too dark and things can shoot at me. It's just annoying. I thought weather was maybe the most unnecessary update because really it just get the fuck out of here. I just don't think it's necessary. I mean, I can see where it goes, but why do we need weather? It doesn't really do much. It gets snow, and that's just about it. But you can get infinite snow with a snow roll, and just stick them in a corner and go to town with a shovel or something, and just watch it completely fill up your inventory with a ton of snow. But yeah, that's what's been going on. And there's fire somewhere. I don't want it to be up here. It is. Fuck. I'm probably going to cover this thing in stone just so that doesn't happen and this thing doesn't get completely destroyed. I decided not to use stone because I use a lot of stone in a lot of my builds, so I decided I'll play around with wood this time and see what would happen. But this stuff shouldn't catch fire. So the rain is constantly pouring, and so it should just put it out really fast. It's really close too. It keeps striking that one spot. Very strange. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I've been recording for not super long time, but an interesting long time. In my days, it was like, in my amount of days, it was like maybe 3 or 4 days I would be recording it. But you'd be seeing this in a matter of like maybe 20 minutes or so. But that's just about it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting, and all that stuff. It's really heavily appreciated. I really appreciate it. But even though not many people watch my videos, eventually I hope I'll get more subscribers and watching my videos. So I like to know that there are people out there watching this, and they're entertained by what I have to offer. So thank you all for watching. Have a good 2013.